and all of them specialists in moving with speed.
The speed and the accuracy of both of these fighters is just unbelievable. This is a very good matchup here. It's really deserving of a super fight here in martial combat.
You ready, man? Dude, let's go this guy. Come on.
1 round down, 4 to go potentially. Baucher still on his toes and bouncing up and down. How long will that last? Left jab connects.
Again with that jab. It looks like Baucher's arms are longer. That's why he's and faster with his arms, because he's landed 3 punches in a straight a while ago, and they've connected cleanly with Edward. Tags Edward again there.
Yeah, high up on Edward's head though. Wouldn't have done too much damage, but again, that ramrod left.
That jab always gets Edward's head to snap back.
And look how confident he is. Shakes his head at Edward. You didn't hurt me, he says. Which usually means you did hurt me, but that's how cocky he is. Really a very confident young man. 2 quite different personalities. Edward, really all business, head down, chin tucked in, concentrating hard, and we're seeing the showman in Baucher. Oh, and that was a fine kick. Do you think that connected? It certainly brushed the glove.
Yeah, it hit the glove, but you saw the speed in that. Yeah. We were expecting a jab again from Baucher, and then Edward comes back with his own kick.
I was just tempted to ask you to try that at home, to try and get your leg
landing
that
a lot.
high. But don't hurt yourselves.
We can hear all their strikes, resonate to the whole place here in Resort World.
And that's a function of the speed at which these two are striking. That's something you don't see in boxing. The referee actually encouraging them, verbally encouraging them. He's mic'd up as Stephen Percival, and he's saying, we want to see some action. He said already, this is a championship fight. Give the crowd their money's worth. Well, my goodness, we're getting that, aren't we?
Okay, and that's the 3rd time Baucher did that. He used his elbow to strike Edward to get out of the clinch. Okay, Baucher landed, and Edward landed as well, but Baucher just laughed it off.
He's doing a lot of smiling in this round, isn't he?
See, always smiles. Every time Edward lands, he smiles him off.
But you know, that's often a sign that a fighter's actually hurt.
Actually, you're right there.
We're seeing Edward command the center of the ring in this contest, and it's Baucher, the twinkle-toed man from China, who's skirting around the outside. That was a sweeping punch that was well off the target. And a right hand there did connect, but it just lost the power at the end of the punch there. It reached its full extension.
Off balance there.
Yeah.
Now Baucher landed again. Oh. Look at him bouncing up and down. Very confident Baucher is.
Oh,
wow, look at the switching of his legs.
He's trying to fake Edward, actually.
Nice kick by Edward. Edward's landing a lot to the inner thigh of Baucher, though.
I think Baucher's enjoying this contest.
I know. Baucher's still smiling, Baucher is.
He's tried to fake him several times in the last minute or so. There was a verbal fake there and a knee to the head. Baucher looks to have the upper hand to me. Would you agree, Alvin?
Yes.
It's close.
Yes. So far, I think Baucher has the upper hand. Look at how confident Baucher is, and look at his footwork.
And I think there was a clash of heads there that would have bothered both men, and you can forgive them for clinching for a little while just to get their senses back.
Okay, Edward attempted a takedown there, and look at how strong Baucher's legs were.
Yeah, he failed miserably, didn't he? Because Baucher was so strong.
Oh, Edward landed a good one there. Then again, Baucher smiles. I guess that would be a gauge when you know that Edward lands. It would be that Baucher would smile.
That was a good right hand from Baucher, and it sent Edward to the canvas briefly. It was an overhand right that came above the left jab.
Yes, that's the first time we saw Edward staggered with those punches. Because you always see Edward's head snap back, but he's there. But right there, he actually almost staggered down the canvas.
Edward's an excellent fighter. We've already seen him win here at Martial Combat, but there's no question he's having difficulty with the speed of this man from China, the like of which we haven't seen in all of our 5 nights here at Martial Combat. This man is a speedster and very impressive.
Yes, very slippery, very fast, very accurate.
Final 10 seconds then of this second round, and let's hope we see 3 more because this is an engaging contest.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a beautiful fight.
What a fight indeed. 2 rounds, would you say, to
Yes.
the man from China? I mean, it's
Yes,
close, but he seems to have the edge to me.
I would give that round to Bausche. There's a brief.
Just looking back at some of the action from that second round, and even in slow motion, these guys are moving quickly. No marks that I can see on either fighter so far, although Edward is slightly reddened around the nose. Well, there you are, seems to be full of energy. Round 3. Touch gloves in the middle of the ring. They are reminded once again by referee Stephen Percival that this is a championship contest. A very impressive belt goes to the winner. And at this point, it's not easy to determine who will wear it.
Get the long arms and legs of Bausche.
Holding those arms out at arm's length. A left-legged kick to the inside of Bausche's left knee.
So far, those are one of the only significant hits Edward has landed. The inner thigh.
Oh, and a knee to the head there that
Edward got
staggered
on the knee.
Edward.
Staggered Edward now.
Now, can he
Edward
stay
got
up? Clinch or get a bit of
still fighting
distance.
hard. Tries to go for the clinch. Now
Down he
he gets a
goes.
takedown. Ends up on side mount on Bausche. Let's see what Bausche does from here.
2/3 of the audience here on their feet as Edward brought him to the canvas, and he desperately needed to do that because he was hurt from the punch.
Okay,
Now Bauscher's complaining.
They're complaining about the shorts there somewhere. Now look at what Bausche is doing. He's trying to push down the head of Edward, so it would be hard for Edward to take him down. Bausche, look at how strong Bausche is.
No question that Edward was hurt with those punches.
Exactly. So Edward had to recover right away to get the takedown. Now Bausche, look at Bausche doing with his hips, moving his hips out. And now we have Edward on top. This is where Edward wants to be, inside the guard of Bausche.
Right above us here at ringside. How accomplished is Edward on the ground, Albert?
Well, actually, all of Edward's victories have come from GNP. So he wants to be on top. He wants to land blows from here. That's how he should do it.
GMP, of course, is ground and pound when you are on the canvas, but you're the one on top, raining down those punches. Let's see if he can maneuver himself into a position where he's got enough leverage to do that.
Exactly. Edward has to move fast because there's already a warning from the referee. The referee told him that you have to push the action. Edward's been trying to get the takedown. Now that he has to be effective from here, or they're going to be stood up again.
He's asking a lot, is Stephen Percival. There's enough action in this contest for me.
They're inside the guard of Bausche. He might be stood up.
For the first time, we're seeing some vulnerability in Bausche. Not looking as comfortable on his back as he is on his feet.
This is exactly where Edward wants to be. Edward's still trying to push the fight here. Edward's still trying to push the fight. Now Bausche is still defending well though. You notice he has a good guard. Pushing away. There's again another warning from the referee.
Okay, stop! Let's stand it up! Stand it up! Come on.
Oh, that won't be good for Edward because Edward really worked hard to get there. Now we have Bausche.
Stephen Percival had seen enough on the floor, and as you say, Eduard Folayang won't be pleased with that. And sure enough, no sooner do they get on their feet than he's on the punishing end of a left leg from Bausche. No wonder Bauscher raised his arms as they got to their feet, because he knows that that's where he's going to perform best in this contest.
Exactly. Bauscher knows he has the edge now in standing. So he didn't look too comfortable on the ground, so he knows he has the definite edge here. So
now, can Edward get him to the canvas again? He's trying. Up against the cage. Lifts him up and slams him down.
a good takedown by Edward, gets side mount against him. Let's see what he does here. He has to be effective and keep moving.
He'll have knocked all the air out of Bauscher, landing flat on his back from chest height.
Now Edward's trying to go for the, well, a while ago he was trying to go for the mount position. Now he's in side mount position.
And can he stay busy enough to stop Stephen Percival, bringing them to their feet again?
Okay, if you saw Edward, he was doing some knee strikes to Bauscher to try to soften him up. But look at Bauscher. He's just defending well there. Again, you have a warning from the referee. They have to keep working.
Well, they seem to be doing enough work.
Edward's trying to go for the mount position now.
Look at the grit and determination. Here come the punches.
Okay, that's exactly where Edward wants to be.
Unfortunately for Edward, the third round is going to come to an end pretty soon.
I know, Edward should keep going.
That's your third round done, and that one was swung more into the favor of the Filipino. Did he do enough to win the round, Alvin?
I think so, because he got more of the takedowns, and then of course he dominated on the ground. So he has to do more of that to get on the judges' good side, though, because I think I had Bauscher ahead in the first two rounds.
Well, what an intriguing contest this is. I would agree with Alvin's card that the first two rounds went to Bauscher when they were really on their feet for, I think, just about all of the time. It's really only been in this third round that they hit the canvas, and it's there that Edward seems to be on top. The fourth round coming up. Potentially there's another one after this. 3 rounds in the book, and here in the commentary booth we have Bauscher ahead by a round.
Okay, now we have Bauscher right now going back to his same old confident self with his hands down. Ooh. Okay, Bauscher smiling off the strikes again of Edward.
Yeah, we've seen that before. Again, that left hand of Bauscher, both hands now there below the waistband.
Oh, Bauscher returns with an inside leg kick of his own.
It's Edward in the center of the ring, in the red trunks, from the Philippines, against Bauscher Leng from China in the black.
Yeah, both fighters exchanging inside leg kicks right now.
Round 4 of your championship belt contest. Bauscher unbeaten in 5 MMA fights. Eduard Folayang has a 7-1 record and has won at martial combat once before. Looking for his second win tonight, far from easy. Crowd really getting involved in this one.
It's actually a lone action because Bauscher doesn't want to commit too many strikes because he knows Edward's going to go for the takedown.
Yes, the quietest round that we've had so far.
But right there he landed.
Fatigue perhaps starting to tell.
Both fighters playing very cautious now.
I really would like to see Bauscher get more involved when they're standing up, because he's shown some good hand speed and good punching, but he seems a little more reluctant this time, perhaps more wary of the fact that Edward can take him to the ground and do a lot of damage.
That's why what Bauscher's trying to do right now is going to go for the stick and move approach. He doesn't want to put too much weight behind his strikes, because if he puts too much weight, Edward can see it and might go for the takedown. Now they're being warned by the referee. Both fighters still playing very cautious.
Oh, right hand. Good solid right hand. And there's
Edward
no question.
Really well there.
No question that hurt the man from China.